Okay, so do we have a feed hooked up live for you in Alabama?
I'm hoping so.
Okay, good. I've got you. I've got you.
It's blowing things all over hell and creation out here is all I can tell you.
I've got you. No problem.
All right, good. And there's cows. Like cows everywhere.
Well, don't let them breathe on you. They might have bird flu.
Oh, hell, it's that damn bird flu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Son of a...
I'm sorry, avian flu.
Wait, what's the difference?
One is bird flu, one is avian flu. Duh.
Oh, I knew that, I think.
Wow.
All right.
It's the Girding of the Loins. Straight out of the DFW Metroplex, it's Saturday Morning Live with Jeff Fisher from Chewing the Fat and Brad Staggs from the Daily MoJo. Today's musical guest could be Lizzo, but it's not. She's a flautist, you know. And now here are your hosts, Brad Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
All right, welcome to Saturday Morning Live. Today, we wanted to start off with some breaking news out of Alabama. So we sent our live reporter, well, Brad Staggs, the co-host of this show, out to Jasper, Alabama, Walker County, Alabama.
It's
Brad, are you with us?
I think yes, I can hear you. I think over the wind out here. It's very windy in Alabama.
Oh, wow. It's very windy in Jasper,
very windy
Walker County, Alabama. We've got you. You're coming in loud. I don't see any cows out there. We've got the feed coming in.
What did you say about cows?
I see what looks like an abandoned building behind you. What's the breaking news this morning, Brad?
That building, yes. We're out here because, well, we have an update, and a lot of people, could you turn down the wind? Thank you.
Wow, are you able to do that I thought that was Mother Nature.
It's magical. It's
oh, wow.
Some things you can, especially with the power of radio. Remember, that's what they always told us. It's the power of radio.
That's what they did used to tell us that.
They did used to tell us that, and then we got into business and we realized they're liars.
Anyway, you're out there in Jasper, and so this is this breaking news on this update.
It's kind of breaking news in a way. What it is if you remember.
Alabama, then?
Well, I am in Alabama. It's where the radio station. Do you remember the radio station that their radio tower went missing?
Oh yes, absolutely. That man right there is the program director of WJLX.
Yeah, aside from us, he's the only other guy that never missed lunch. Apparently. This was the interview with him, and thank you for running the controls back there at the station.
You're welcome. Anything I could do to help.
It's
especially with you out reporting live on the scene.
With the wind and everything, I don't know what I would do without
and
you.
The cows,
yes.
The abandoned building, and
right, and it's kind of spooky. You know, that building back there is really kind of it's creeping me out just a little bit because it's. I mean, you never know what could come out of that. I noticed in that picture
of the program director, he's missing at least one microphone. And was that stolen too, or
no? Actually, here is him at the. This is a day or so after the radio station tower went missing.
I tried all weekend to figure it out, and I just can't.
Oh yeah, there you go. You just can't.
He just couldn't. He's the general manager and the owner of the station there in Alabama, and he said he was dumbfounded when those thieves.
So WBRC, that's the AM signal where the tower has been missing.
Sure. No. That's W. JLX is the AM.
No, JLX tower. Is the FM. JLX is the FM. 101.5 FM.
Okay, if you say so.
Doing a live story. That's
look at the call letters anymore. I mean, they don't make any sense anyway. It used to be that west of the Mississippi, you were a K, and east you were a W, and then in Dallas, we got K's and W's coming out our wazoo, so we don't really know what the
we don't know. The
hell they're talking about. So while I'm talking, thank you for handling all the other stuff over there. I appreciate it.
So anyway, this program director was saying that they went out there one weekend. I remember the story in Jasper, just outside of Jasper in Walker County, Alabama, and the tower was just gone.
It was gone. And just as a they'll give you a good idea of where exactly I'm standing.
Okay.
Right here is where I'm standing.
Right there, out there on 3rd Avenue.
Right there on
Jasper.
Can't give it away on
Look at that.
3rd Avenue. All right, now here's the thing. That's a poultry plant.
That doesn't. Oh, okay.
That's a poultry plant there. You go to the poultry plant, and then you have to go down here, and it's right behind the poultry plant.
There it is, yeah. So you better, seriously, don't even worry about the cows. You need to worry about breathing the air. You could have bird flu coming right at you.
Exactly. So here's the tower in better days when the tower was actually...
Was it there? Yeah, that picture has it there.
Yeah, that picture, it's there. You can see it standing there. But
I've seen pictures of, satellite pictures of my old homes with my cars parked in the driveway. Then I don't live there anymore. So we don't know. Do we know how old this picture is?
We're not sure about this one, but this interviewer right here was asking the dude after the tower got stolen. She said, "Hey, so what are you going to do? What happened?"
Earlier in the week, I got a call from New York, and it was John Zellner.
Right.
I love John Zellner.
Heart Media.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
And he'd heard the story, read all about it.
Yeah, we all heard the story.
Seen it on TV.
Yep.
And was wanting to do anything he could to help. So,
that's very nice.
Along with his assistants and Mr. Jeff Littlejohn,
we
were able to
I do love Jeff
get together a package where
consortium,
now we heard on
they got their package
102.5 HD3.
Right.
Oh wow.
Which will allow us to come back.
Why couldn't we just simulcast on WJLX?
Well, see, that's the thing is that apparently, I mean, in radio, there's a lot of rules. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I do. I'm just aware of a couple. I don't know very many of them.
I only know about the ones that I break. But
that's correct.
Like saying shit. You cannot say shit on the radio.
Brad, hello?
I'm sorry. Is this thing still on? I just stepped in some cow. So anyway, he had this AM radio station, and if you want to broadcast it to FM radio stations, you have to get what's called this little translator. It's a little piece of machine. It looks like this, as a matter of fact. There's an FM translator.
It's a Fenortner.
It's a Fenortner. Exactly.
Fenortner,
right.
Yes.
So because his AM radio station was basically broken, I mean, all of his equipment, I mean, you can see, this is the building behind me.
Yeah.
It was old. It was really old equipment.
And of course, it looks worse because there's no tower attached.
Exactly. So, right. That's a problem. So he wanted to keep the radio station going through the FM, but you have to have the AM signal according to the FCC. So
as you said, there's all kinds of rules. And
there are all kinds of rules.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, there were people out there, all sorts of sleuths, who were starting to dig into this. How the hell did they steal your 200-foot radio tower? As a matter of fact,
it was a darn good question. I believe we asked the very same question.
We did ask the same thing. And as a matter of fact, right here is a man and his father who are into engineering. And I know that because it's Girding Engineering over on YouTube. And they posed a question.
This entire 200-foot radio tower was stolen from the station WJLX in Jasper, Alabama last week. That's a lot of
I just want to point out that I was right about the call letters. It's WJLX that was the AM station.
No, because it says on his shirt WJLX FM 101.5.
That was hold on a second. You're getting the translator mixed up.
WBRC is the AM channel.
Sorry, the wind is blowing you out here. Just
BRC.
Go back to the video if you can.
Okay. Scrap metal. Right. And since AM towers aren't made of copper, much less gold, this whole story is kind of crazy. I mean, the station owners didn't even know the tower was gone until a landscaping crew went on site to trim down some grass. And now they're setting up a GoFundMe to raise $60,000 for a new tower and transmitter. Now, Dad, you've been a radio engineer for like 40 years. Have you ever had someone steal a whole tower from you? And
I sure haven't.
I'd like to point out, too, that he does not look like an authentic freaky radio engineer, because have you ever met a radio engineer that wasn't a weirdo freak? Because I haven't. They're all, every last one of them, I mean, every last one of them is a freak, are they not? Radio engineers are freaks.
I love radio engineers.
I do too, but they're freaks. I'm just saying. All right, go back to the video, would you? Thanks.
Okay, yeah.
They have never heard of it, never seen it. It's never happened.
And wouldn't you actually know if that happened too?
Well, we definitely would know because the station would go off the air, and we always want to know if the station's off the air.
Yes.
And
That's
like
a
you
good,
said,
good point.
It's a bizarre story.
I mean,
he'd never seen it before. Never ever seen a radio station tower get stolen. And he's
an engineer.
He's a weirdo freak engineer, and did I mention radio engineers are freaks?
And I must say, I'm getting a little pissed about the call letters too, because I think that they keep putting this JLX in front of my face, but that's the FM. But we're talking about the AM.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's WJLX. I don't know. I keep looking over here. There's something over. I think it's the cow.
The cow is going to attack you or something.
I'm a little concerned about it. Yes, I am very concerned because that's where the poultry plant. Yes, that's where the poultry plant is over there.
The poultry plant is back the other way.
Is it behind me too?
Yeah.
All right, then keep an eye out for him. All right, so here's some kids who went out to the transmitter site a day after the transmitter and the tower were stolen.
Look at that right there.
There's some big boy language in here, just so you know, but also just so you know, I agree with all their big boy language. Because
this all looks very fresh.
Right?
Yeah, it sure does.
And then they
wow, look.
There's the
building.
building.
Not taking care of this property at all.
No, it doesn't look like they have much, does it? It
looks like it's more damage than just a few days.
Yeah, that's
for my flashlight for this exact reason.
Right?
Right? Well, you're a smart guy out there.
For sure.
When you see his friend, you might want to have him call the 80s that want their mullet back. Hold on,
it looks so trashy in here. Obviously, we're not going inside.
Thanks for the rim shot, little.
Obviously, we're not going inside. Why not, puss?
That's what I said, just so you know, because I'm like, I don't know. Go inside the damn thing.
Of course, go inside. What are you talking about?
That's
like
it's open. You're not breaking and entering.
That place hasn't seen a body
for longer.
No way.
Since a serial killer dropped one off about 6 months ago.
Yeah, and there might be more bodies out there as it is.
That's wood or concrete.
The 80s called. They want their mullet back.
Thank you. You know, for not having any of the equipment out here, I feel really busy. So he goes around.
This is not metal.
No, don't.
Oh, it is metal.
Let's not touch anything.
Don't touch anything. We tried to tell you that.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yeah, it is.
No, it's obviously metal. That's why it's rusting.
So they go around.
What?
And they discover.
No, look at this fence.
Yeah, the property is in really disrepair.
Does this look like a fence? Shit would not be growing through this fence.
Over it, dude.
It's growing in and through the fence.
Yeah, we see.
The landscapers haven't been there in years.
No, they have not. No, they have not.
There's the little post there.
There's not been a tower attached to that building in quite some time. And I think that's what your breaking news is and why we have you in Jasper, Alabama as we speak.
You are absolutely right. Is this going on too long? There's a picture of the tower in 2021, and then when you fast forward to 2023 November, it's gone.
Oh man!
So
sometime between 2021 and 2023, it disappeared.
Right, and you had all of these citizen sleuths out there going, "Wait a second, he's raising money to replace the tower that was missing long before he said it was missing." And then he goes and puts WERH-FM radio on the air.
Interesting.
And that cost about $20,000 to do.
Huh.
And then they never did put the AM back on the air, the old one. And
were they still using the transmitter to transmit on the FM, the Fenortner?
Well, they were trying to, but I believe the FCC finally came in because it wasn't George Soros wanting something. And they're like, hey, you're a little guy. No, we're not going to bend any rules for you.
Do that. Right.
You can kiss our FCC ass. So
They're a stickler.
They are a stickler.
SPCers.
And just so you know, they're a stickler more if you have no money.
That's correct.
You're a little guy. Just so you know.
Absolutely. I do know.
The real capper on this story is we do want to say, rest in peace, Brett Elmore, who died.
Oh, no.
What, 9-10 days ago now? So,
oh, no.
Whatever plans that Brett had for the radio station, I think they're kaput.
Cause of death not revealed. Who's going to call the football games now?
That's just it. He was a beloved member of the community.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not suggesting he was scamming anybody because I don't know the guy and I don't know what really happened. I'm just telling you what they say on the interweb.
Well, but you don't need to tell us what was on the interweb. You're there. You're in Jasper, Alabama. You're there.
And I'm
kind of worried. Talk to any of the local luminaries, like, county commissioners or mayors?
No, am I smelling chicken?
Have you talked to him? Perhaps the chicken plant has cameras set up, and maybe we get some footage of traffic in and out of the area.
I should find out more about that.
I mean,
that's a good idea. Security cameras.
There.
Right. I really should find out more about these security cameras that you speak of.
Have you gone back through more satellite footage to see, try to narrow the time frame of when the tower is missing?
Not lately. They just said, look, it's sometime between the March and November of 2023. And then it was called in on February 8th, 2024. Holy crap, someone stole my tower. The landscapers told me. The landscapers who never came out to the tower.
No cause of death was listed for Mr. Elmore. Do we believe that it had anything to do with, that?
They would have said so. I think they would have said so.
You're right.
Had it had anything to do with that, I think they pretty much would have said so. I don't think that.
So, are you able to back up and take us into the building that those other two guys wouldn't go in?
I would like to do that, but this fence. I don't know if you can see right behind me. It's the fence starts right there, and it's about 12 feet tall.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm up on a platform, actually.
All right.
And it's, I mentioned it's windy. The real sucky part is I'm stuck out here the rest of the show.
Really? Because we got time. I mean, just if I cut you off, maybe you could, hop in a helicopter or something and come back.
I might
just
could,
Alabama.
Well, that sounds like a lot of work in more ways than one.
A couple of state lines, and you're here.
I'm just
Five's right there. It's just Alabama.
That is just Alabama. Is it ever just Alabama, though?
There's Alabama has some great property prices. If you wanted to purchase a property, you could probably get that piece of property right there for a pretty nickel in today's world.
If you don't mind living right next to the poultry plant.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that we don't know if it's actually up or downwind from
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
If you're upwind, those folks over there on Town Creek Road, they probably can tell you. They probably tell you whether you're up or downwind of the
Hey,
plant.
Look at that. There's people commenting.
Oh, wow.
Are you discounting the possibility of time travel being involved with the theft of the tower? It's Frank, and I don't know why I'm shouting. Do I have to shout still?
So, well, if you're there, you do, yeah. Have you done? Is there any investigation? So, do we know? We have no idea. You said we have no idea why he was doing this, except for possibly fundraising to start another station.
I mean, other people are suggesting that. I'm not suggesting it.
Not you, yeah.
But there are some other people out there suggesting that.
Okay, well,
rest
in
dead.
peace.
He's not doing anything anymore.
I just said rest in peace to what's his name, Elmore or whatever his name is.
At one point, he was composing plans to put another station on the air, and now he's just decomposing.
Yeah.
Brett had a sense of humor, I'm told.
Well, yeah. I mean, he did a show on WJLX and called the local high school football games. So that's
yes.
It's a
Yes,
local
he
station
did.
guy right there. Part
That's
of Walker
him.
County. When you think of Walker County, you think of Brad Elmo.
Isn't that weird? Because I do too. Every time. Hold on a second. Let's make sure that we're actually broadcasting everywhere, because I know we usually do that. Hang on a minute here. Are we up on your X?
Well, we could actually
Hey,
double check it.
Look
Look at that right there.
We're up on your X.
Yes, we are. That's the only thing that matters, really. I mean, we are up on your X,
Rumble.
too.
We're over here on. Where are we? I think we're somewhere on YouTube. I don't know. There we are on YouTube.
There we
Look
are.
at that.
There it is. It's streaming there. Good.
Son of a
Good.
gun. All right, that works. Hey to Sue and to Florida man in Alabama. Hey, Florida man in Alabama.
Is he able to come by and say hello? Maybe he could get a bumper sticker or something.
He might. We're giving away bumper stickers all morning long, but you have to say the phrase that pays when you get here. And that's I like chicken.
I like chicken is the phrase.
Said
that
I
pays.
like, or no, it tastes like chicken. Sorry,
Taste
like chicken. There's a
So
story
if I came up and said I like chicken,
can't.
you wouldn't give me a bumper sticker.
Wait a minute. If you came up, or if you were hot and a babe and came up.
Either okay. If a hot and a babe came up.
Oh yeah, that sticker, T-shirt, the whole works.
Whatever you get.
We're giving away free chickens if you're a hot babe. So
I'll tell you what, we'll give her something to choke. Anyway.
Whoa, hang on a second.
Anyway.
Pretty sure that's not an FCC rule you can break. We're over here on this X.
Choking chickens.
Wait a minute, hold on. No one likes to choke chicken. Or maybe they do. I don't know. All right, good. We're there too.
You're scrolling on my X account. That was a picture of my oldest boy when he was a little boy. Happy birthday to him yesterday.
Oh, that's right. Elvis was let's see. Hold on. Where did he go? Oh, no, I have to go back. I mean, you have to go backward on your timeline.
Yeah, I have to go backwards.
I don't have control.
Scroll
over
down.
all this stuff. This is crazy. Where it's
there he is. There he is. Happy birthday, Elvis. Happy birthday.
Did you had Elvis when you were 107? Is that correct?
I did. I did have Elvis when I was 107. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Again, happy birthday, Elvis. And
he was a good kid at that time. Now,
look at that face.
I know.
Look at that face.
I know. It's back when he had hair. He doesn't have hair anymore.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay, well, Brad, thanks for giving us a live report today.
You're welcome.
In Jasper, Alabama.
Sure.
Walker County in Jasper, Alabama. We appreciate it. And listen, just as you're leaving the grounds there, watch where you step. You don't want to step in any cow poop or anything.
That's a good point.
Stay upwind to the chicken plant. And you'll make everything okay. Speaking of other diseases, though, while we wait for Brad to return from Jasper, Alabama, McDonald's now, their E. coli breakout, they say, are 75 people across 13 states. And so 22 people have been hospitalized. Sadly, still only, I say sadly, and then I say still, so it really doesn't make it sound like it's so sad. Only one person has died. That one person was reported in the very beginning, and now, so no one else has died. So they do now believe that it came from this Taylor Farms, which is the sole supplier of McDonald's onions. So that's an onion recall from the facility in Colorado. But fast food chains, Burger King, KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell have temporarily removed raw onions from their items in some locations. I don't understand why they would do that if they didn't get their onions from Taylor Farms, but maybe they have. Maybe that's where they were getting it. And I don't wish E. coli on anyone, but if you feel like you're going to vomit and have issues with your intestines, see a medical professional. And I'm sure McDonald's is their business has gone way down in the last few days because of this onion recall. Maybe that's why Burger King and the other restaurants are saying, "Well, eat here. We don't have any onions." So okay.
No, Burger King has onions. They're just not any good. No, wait a minute. It's McDonald's that has the crappy onions. They've got the little diced and slivered. Those are nasty.
Yeah.
Those aren't even real onions. They're like flaked and formed.
I don't disagree. So the big breakout is in Colorado. I was looking at the map here. There's 13 states, as I said, and most between 16 and 26 people are sick in Colorado. Nebraska and Montana have between 6 and 15 people sick. And then Washington, Oregon, Wyoming, Utah, New Mexico, Kansas, Missouri, Idaho, Wisconsin, Michigan all have 1 to 5 people sick. So I want to say right now that there's one person, which isn't highlighted on this map, from Texas that's sick. And I think I have McDonald's E. coli. So,
are you looking for money again?
No, how dare you? I'm sick.
Okay, wait a second. Did you see the Jewel?
Wait, I thought you were coming back from Alabama.
I can't figure out how to get back. That's the worst part of this whole thing. Is I looked for a way back, and I'll be damned if I know how to get there.
So you're just going to stand out in the field for the show?
I'm just going to be out here in the field, and hopefully it doesn't get too windy that you can't hear me.
I hope you're upwind from that chicken plant.
Right,
yeah.
and don't forget, Hot Babes, we're giving out T-shirts, bumper stickers,
and anything.
A chicken.
In fact, we're giving out anything. Yeah,
anything you want, as long as you're smoking hot. Come on by, grab the chicken.
When you think of hot chicks, you think of Jasper, Alabama,
and the WJLX Tower site. It's the AM.
It's got to be sure. No, the AM is WBRC. I'm sorry, that is not correct. They keep those are incorrect reporting, and it ticks me off.
We could
the original story.
We could report them to the FCC.
So I bet you the ID that they ran said WBRC and WJLX, because even with the transmitter, you've still got to ID the original station. I'm not part of the FCC. So, I don't know every rule that they have.
It sure sounds like it. So, the Jewel, did you ever have a Jewel?
Yeah, there were Jewels in my home, but I never participated in any of the class actions. Because
no.
I know, because this is a class action that actually worked. The other class actions that I think I was involved in 1 or 2 class actions, and you feel like you're going to get a lot of money because there was a lot of money given to the pile, and then you get a check for 50 cents,
right?
Or $1.02, and that's what you get. But that's not what's happening. These people are getting some cash.
They're like getting $6,000, $5,000 a piece.
Good for them.
Damn it.
Good for them.
Why
I know.
wasn't I sucking on a Jewel?
The one lady said she got $9,000. I mean, if you were using it the most, where you had receipts of what you purchased and stuff, they were giving out big money. Big money.
You had to give receipts and stuff.
Yeah, if you were part of the class action and had receipts, you get more money. If you were part of the class action and didn't have actual receipts, then I don't know how much you're getting. You're the ones getting $1.
The lawsuit alleges that plaintiffs paid more for Juul products than they would have paid if accurate information about Juul's products' addictiveness and safety had been provided.
Yeah, it's BS. But
I still want to know who they pissed off.
I know, and they did. And it worked, because whoever they pissed off wagged their thing in their face, and it paid. They lost. But if you it's my understanding, and again, I'm not an attorney. I just play one from time to time. It's just saying. I know that don't look. I know it's weird.
I don't judge. Well, sometimes I do, but I'm not judging right now.
My understanding is that the people that are getting the big money are the ones who actually had receipts that they photocopied or took pictures of and sent in as part of their class action sign-up sheet. And if you didn't have a receipt, then they believed you, but not as much.
Those bastards.
I know.
Frank in Penn says, don't panic. You'll still be able to enjoy reconstituted dehydrate.
Right.
What the hell?
Right.
That's not a word. Dehydrated. Onions on your McDoubles and cheeseburgers.
Oh, there you go.
Airman 66 CES says maybe the employees aren't washing their hands very good. Ooh.
Well, at the onion plant or at the McDonald's?
Sure.
Okay.
Remember when it was lettuce? And then they were saying
we had so many recalls
from people picking the lettuce, and
yeah, that's what they blamed it on, right? I don't know that I believed it, but that's what they said.
We all know that it was Trump's fault.
Yeah, that's correct.
We all know whose fault it was. And this is not, I don't think I'm endorsing this. Are you? I cannot condone what this man is about to do.
What happens?
Let's see.
Oh!
What is he shooting at him?
Gotta be just.
What is that hanging on the fence?
Is that chicken? Is that a chicken?
That does look like a little tiny chicken, doesn't it?
Yeah, it might be.
Okay, that's not a real chicken.
He's shooting chicken goo at the guy. I mean, he could go to jail for that. I'll tell you that right now.
But it'd be worth it. Except
if he gives this guy a heart attack, he goes to jail. I am not endorsing what this man is doing, but I think it's hilarious.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Good for him.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who my dad is?
Who are you?
My dad's gonna sue you. He's a congressman.
I'll blast you again if you don't back up.
My dad's a congressman.
Oh, really?
My dad's a congressman.
Hey.
You know who I am?
You know the thing worse than a congressman?
Oh, really? Where? Oh, hey.
Yes, he said
get out of
something
here.
bad there.
Just shoot him again.
The only thing worse than a congressman?
This guy's nuts.
No, Brad, what's the only thing worse than a congressman?
A congressman's kid.
Oh!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, hold on a
Thank
second. That
you.
was supposed to be that. I wish you'd start pushing the right buttons when I'm not there.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not used to doing it, so.
God almighty. I mean, it's not that tough.
So, Brad, since we're done, are we supposed to come back to you for the radio tower missing update live in Alabama?
You can do
or
the
just
rest of
leaving
it by
the banner
yourself
up
if you
there?
want to. Wait a minute. Where did I go? Why did he get rid of me? Hold on. Somebody tell him to bring
I was
me
just
back.
wondering. I don't recall how to get rid of that banner, and I could if I remembered how.
I
that
don't
banner
either.
underneath you.
I don't
is
either.
still there.
There's a lot of things I don't know how to do from here, and I don't know how to get back there. But if you're a hot babe,
wow,
we do have a lot of stuff for you, waiting for you here, including this woman.
Yeah, speaking of this, this is the portal babe, Ava. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do people freak out about boobs?
I don't know. I
really don't understand
honestly, I don't understand it either. It's so strange. I mean, she's now this Ava Louise. Anywhere the portal goes, she says she's going, and
I support her in that.
So remember the New York portal?
Yep.
She was there, and they shut it down, and that's what they did to this one too. Okay, they've added some kind of. She called it some AI algorithm thing, so that when she was busy showing her stuff to this portal in Philly, that it went to some a blurry screen.
What, side boob is now illegal?
Well, that's not side boob, my friend.
Well, that is.
We're seeing side boob, but
we're seeing side boob, right?
The people on the other end. Look how horrified they are.
Right,
on the other
exactly.
Side. I mean, my gosh, they're just horrified.
What is it about? I mean, and where's the portal to?
This was in Philadelphia, and it went to where did it go?
A country where they're not freaked out by boobs.
Yeah, Poland and Dublin.
Oh, well, then, yeah, they're all like, all right, boobs. Ozzy?
Yeah, the portal, which opened in Philadelphia, rotates among Dublin, Ireland, Vilnius, Lithuania, and Lublin, Poland.
Did you
There's
say
another one planned for Brazil.
I'd like to visit all of those countries.
And she said that a few moments after the portal, after she started showing her breast in the portal, the portal went to blue static.
Oh,
So,
you know what? Okay, you know how it wouldn't have? Let me just. We did. Unfortunately, I did bring a computer out here with me, so I do.
oh, okay, wow, good.
I do have that, and I don't know why I'm still yelling, but I feel like I need to.
Well, you're in the field.
That's true. I am in the field. I want to explain, first of all, that if, in fact, the woman showing us her boobs had just decided to do what Ellen Page did, then we could take a look at them and it would
then
be
we
fine.
could see them. Then we could see them.
Right.
Wow, that's Ellen, isn't it? Wow.
Which again, the only reason I'm showing this is because think about how stupid those rules are.
I know.
So
I know.
what's his name? Elliot. Elliot could go jump up and down in front of that portal and they go, all right, fine.
Right.
But you add some globs of fat behind the skin there.
Whoa.
I know. Crazy,
Whoa,
right?
Whoa.
Nothing turns a person on like a bunch of fat.
I mean, I'm well aware of that. I'm well aware of that.
Yes, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
So apparently the last time after the New York debacle, she gained a bunch of followers on her OnlyFans. And so Ava Louise's OnlyFans account is booming. So she said she made a bunch of money, and she's planning on making a bunch of money more. You quote me on that. She's making a bunch of money more on her OnlyFans.
I want to make a bunch of money more.
Me too.
Hang on a minute. Hold on a second.
Me too. Oh,
Sorry
no.
to interrupt, guys, but it's time
Yeah,
for
are
a
ya?
quick break. You'll be right back. And they're back. Brad Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
Here we are. Well,
Here
it
we
seemed
are.
short. I was going to go pee.
That was. I know. I couldn't even get a full sip of coffee.
I was going to go right behind the shed back there because they didn't.
No need. Just go.
I'll do that.
Nobody's-
I was looking for what's her face.
Ava Louise.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of Ava Louises on here. I don't know who's who.
Well,
not
why don't you
her.
check out the globs of fat on their chests and see which one is her?
Well, that's all the Ava Louises I could. Which one is she?
Well, I would probably the top.
Is that her?
One of the top searches.
No, that's not her. Is that her?
That's probably her. The left. No, the one all the way to the left.
Her?
Right? Is that her?
I thought.
No, that's a musician. Ava Louise. This Ava Louise isn't streaming music.
Is she a stripper?
Yeah, well,
Aha!
for sure.
There she is.
There you go.
Yeah, that looks to me like it hurts. My hips ain't what they used to be. I just think that. I mean, she's obviously.
Here's the thing. You don't have to sit like that.
Wait, why? Is this really her licking a toilet seat?
Oh, is that her?
That's her
The
licking a toilet
coronavirus.
seat.
Good for her. You got to do anything for the OnlyFans account.
Right? I don't think
Anything
I'd
that
lick. You know, I'm not sure that I
She
would
found
do
a good
that.
gig. She found a good idea though with the portal. That's a good idea for her, and it cranked out some followers and some cash for her, being the boob portal girl, or the
What?
portal boob girl.
What a horrible disfigurement she has, though.
I know. It's ridiculous that they have it so everything's all blurred out. It's so sad.
Wow.
I know. It's really ridiculous.
Wait.
Now she's probably happy about it because this is what drives people to her OnlyFans. But for the
Wait
rest
a
of us, it's a little
second.
disappointing.
Sir Rat Bastard says, I've seen several people claiming Kamala was at one of Diddy's parties.
Yeah.
Any information on that?
No, but I doubt it. I mean, maybe it's possible years and years ago that she was there, but I doubt it because even her being the doofus that she was still, either attorney general or a senator, so she wouldn't be going to those.
Hold on a minute. I'm trying to read some stuff over there on the grass.
I mean, it's possible, but I doubt it. And if she were actually at a party, she may have gone to one of those white parties or something for a quick photo op and left. I'm not, as much as I hate her, I'm not going to throw her under the Diddy bus.
He has a bus?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Sue Mariani says, Jeffy, that was a sweet picture of Elvis.
Oh, and I know. I love them.
That's very, very nice. And
as I said, he was a good kid then.
And let's see, hold on. Somebody else over here said something, and I don't know what to. Oh, she dated Montel.
Yep, I know. So?
Original Babe.
We know that. So what? I mean, I don't understand.
I don't know if it. I think Original Babe is making a joke. Where are old man's balls located?
I don't know. Where are old man's balls located?
Their knees.
Aha! Oh, it's funny. That's funny.
I don't think so.
That's funny.
I just checked. I think she's mad because Airman 66 CES asked, what does an old woman have between her boobs?
I don't know. What does an old woman have between her boobs?
Her belly button.
Knees. Oh, her belly buttons. Yes, sorry.
Why'd she have to go for the low blow of the knees? I mean, couldn't she have just stuck with the... No, it wouldn't have worked, would it?
No, it wouldn't have. But that, that's the old joke of the wife is looking in the mirror saying, my arms are sagging, my breasts are sagging. I just don't know. I don't feel good about myself. I need to have you tell me something good about myself. Well, you still got your eyesight. I mean, that's an old.
That wasn't
joke.
That wasn't the joke of the day, by the way, was it?
No, it was not the. No.
Okay,
could be if you wanted. That's fine.
I mean, I was just double checking because we still have 20 minutes or so to. I did see here. Hang on. Hold on. For a lot of things that I don't have out here, I sure am working hard. Because I know that this was near and dear to your heart.
Calm down. Just calm down.
No, I appreciate you doing it all back there at the station. Yeah. Back there at we're microwaving the signal.
Don't.
Back to the station.
I feel like you don't. Yeah.
We had to climb up. Back in the day, we had a Dodge Trans van at KGIL, and we had to get into the Dodge Trans van, and we'd drive it out to wherever we were going to do the LOL, which was called an LOL back then because it was live on location, because they didn't want to call them remotes because everybody in radio has a better idea. Anyway, so we're out there doing LOLs.
That's awesome.
And you had to drive the trans van out, and you'd park in front of the client's place, and then you had to climb up on top of the trans van.
Yep, up on the van.
Run the microwave.
Throw it up and rise up. Yes.
And turn it until, hopefully you had somebody listening. That's it right there. Okay, tighten it down. Come back down without breaking your neck. And then shut up and do an hour on the radio.
I want to say this, though, Brad, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. All right? I appreciate when I get there to do my appearance that you've already got that taken care of for the talent. So thank you.
Oh, see, I was both. I did both. I got up there and then I had to come back down.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll be there. I'll be there to do the live hit and do the LOL, and then I'm out of there. Okay.
There was this door.
Is this all you brought? There's no.
Back at
this is all the prizes that you brought. We only have one T-shirt and a couple of bumper stickers. That's it.
But
that's all they gave me. Oh, okay.
What you could get for that T-shirt and those bumper stickers?
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know.
One of your favorite bears.
I know. Do you remember? No, never mind.
One of your favorite
Never
bears.
mind. I know. Number 399. I love 399.
This made me sad when I saw it.
He was never part of Fat Bear Week because this is out at the Grand Tetons,
But
right?
wait,
Yeah.
How the hell does it have a? It's got number.
They tag him. They tag him.
But
they tag him so they could track him.
Well, how the hell did anybody know that was $3.99?
Because it said so on his tag.
Okay, but no one gets up next to their tag and looks at it, do they?
If he's dead.
Well, then how do they know that that's the same bear that was delighting visitors for decades?
Because they keep. They have their own markings. Every bear looks different, Mr. Racist. Everything looks the same.
They do all look the same.
Look. No, they do not.
Look, there's the little.
Gave birth to 18 cubs.
18.
She was revered as the queen by her fans on the internet.
So
now she has died in a car accident. She was hit by a car.
She should have been out of the road.
Can I just say that AI has a way of really injecting emotion into a story?
No doubt about that.
Because
I mean, this isn't a real person, just a newscaster.
I know, it's shocking when you hear them say.
She was revered as the queen by her fans on the internet. Now she has died in a car accident.
Wait a minute, was the bear driving?
Well, it's hard to tell with the emotion from the.
It is
from the broadcaster.
Now she's died. Well,
399, who was revered as the perfect bear,
died in a car accident. She was trying to take her cubs to see a movie, and someone came out from it. Thankfully, the cubs were in the back seat and they were all strapped down.
So what happened to stupid 399?
She got hit by a car.
What kind of car accident? That's not what this person said.
They did say a car accident. You're right.
He was hit by a car on October 22nd, south of the town of Jackson, in the U.S. state of Wyoming.
Wait a minute. When did they move Wyoming to the United States?
So terrible.
This was announced by the U.S. Nature Conservancy. The driver of the car was uninjured.
Oh, good.
399 had often been near roads with her cubs.
So she was basically an unfit mother.
She was testing death. She was just testing death out there on the road.
She was an unfit mother.
Really, yeah.
Her cubs should have been taken away from her long ago.
Walking for food and drugs and anything else she could get on the street.
She was an addict.
Instead of taking care of her cubs.
She was a bear whore.
Yeah.
Where's the dad? Where's the dad in all of this? You don't see Papa Bear anywhere, do you? He's out boffing Goldilocks, isn't he?
That's right.
He's out there boffing Goldilocks while Mom's trying to take care of the kids, shooting heroin between her little bear claws.
They may have interviewed the father in this report. We tried to reach 399's.
Let's see.
Probably wanted to escape the threat of male grizzlies.
Whoa, what? Wanted to escape that she hated men? Is that what they just said?
She probably wanted to escape the threat of male grizzlies.
Yeah, that's what she said.
What does that mean?
Well, there's no threat because she's busy taking care of business, having little cubby babies.
Right, she's just popping kids out left and right so she can get on welfare.
Maybe she's sick of business with Papa Grizzly. I don't know.
You mean possible. Like the chore?
56,000 followers on her Instagram account.
She had 56,000 followers?
Yeah, I bet you she wasn't showing her breasts at the portal. I'll tell you that.
A little too hairy for me. Just saying. Thank you.
I mean, if she did stand up on her hind legs and show her breast at the portal, I'm looking. I'm not.
I mean, I'm going to look just for the story. I'm totally with you.
I'm not turning away.
Totally with you on that. Again, a reminder that it's perfectly okay. Wait a second. Hold on. Where'd he go?
I want to be clear before you go back to the bear story.
Yes.
I want to be clear that you're still out in Jasper, Alabama.
Yes, the line is, people are starting to line up.
We've already given the radio tower missing update, but the banner is still up there letting people know that you're still live in Alabama.
It shows that we have a budget. We have a hell of a budget for this show, and
we don't have a budget to make it go away, but we have a budget to have it be there.
That's the sad part. That's the, if you could get on the mission to Mars, would you go if you knew you couldn't come back? And that's kind of what they asked me about going to Alabama.
Oh, no. You're not going to be able to get back? What a shame. Anyway, back to the bear story.
Yes, back to bears. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Where did I go? Hold on.
I don't know.
Is the
Let
bear
me push
just
the
dead?
right button again.
Thank you.
There it is. There you go. Yeah.
Isn't there another bear story?
You were finishing up with $3.99.
He's dead. She's dead. She got hit
found
by
out that then she was running from the man.
She was running from the man. She's a bear slut. She's got kids everywhere. What are those poor kids going to do now?
I don't know. We have to more people we have to take care of off the government teat.
Can you say teat?
Yes, you can.
Can you say teat on the?
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I don't want to get popped off the air.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You didn't say it anyway.
Speaking of teats, well, this isn't really a teat story. Snakes don't have teats, do they?
Depends. It depends. Some do.
You mean my ex-wife, that snake?
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Glad you came around to the story.
Boy, did
this.
Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Where the hell did the video go? Oh,
I don't know.
There was a video here somewhere. Well, I guess we just have the image. That's a hell of an image, isn't it?
You're the one that brought this story to the table. I love the story, but
this is it's a Burmese python. A 55-foot Burmese python eating a 77-pound deer.
Think of that.
I mean, that's just...
it's monstrous. And, you look at the size of that deer or the size of how big of spread that python has to spread to get that deer in, man. That takes some work. And they just finished a month ago the hunt, the Florida Burmese python hunt, because this obviously was down in the Everglades, right? I mean, I'm guessing that's the only place that the pythons are growing that big and eating small livestock is down in the Everglades. Yeah, and they just every year they have the big python hunt down there, and they bring in the professionals and they bring in the amateurs, so they all hunt pythons. They had 800 people this past year out there hunting pythons. And how do they miss this one? Who knows? I don't know.
I said it would be funny to go up there and thump the python on the nose right now.
Yeah.
Because what's it going to do?
It can't do anything. That's why it's in the shade. It's just,
that's right.
It's busy digesting. It's busy doing. It's like, I probably bit off more than I could chew, but I'm going to do it anyway.
That's the biggest deer they said they've ever seen a python eat. It had to open its mouth.
It doesn't mean that is the biggest deer. That's just the biggest one that they've seen.
Right. The biggest one that... Oof.
So they said this was, 55 feet?
No. The deer was... the python was only... 15 feet.
Python, 15. Because the pythons that they're catching for the python hunt, are between 8 and 12 feet or whatever. Like this winner of the one category was 8 feet 11 inches, 9 feet 11 inches, 9 feet 7 inches. So those are the pythons, the largest sizes that they're catching for the hunt. All the other ones are, obviously smaller than that.
It was 15 feet, and it weighed 115 pounds, and it ate the deer that weighed
150 pounds. Was that prior to adding on the calories of the deer, or how do they know that? How do they know how much the python weighed prior to eating the deer? You're the man live on the scene. Ask someone there in Jasper, Alabama.
It's so windy out here. I would ask the biologist, but she can't hear me either.
Okay. I just wondering, that's all. Just wondering.
And then, of course, we had this story. Again, a very sad story of death.
Oh, man.
You know,
is there footage of it? Because the last footage I saw of a guy being killed by an elephant was it was amazing.
Was he trying to take a selfie with said elephant, though?
No, he was one of the trainers, and he was busy, whacking the elephant on the leg to get him to do stuff. And it was one whack too many, and that elephant had enough of that trainer whacking him in the leg, and he just pushed him down and stepped on him, and it was not a pretty sight, man. You just watch that guy go.
Now, this one just says Shrikant Sater, who certainly can't anymore, and two of his friends ventured into the Abadapur forest close to the city of Gabachirali.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this time of year,
maybe we could do a live report from there at some point.
Do we have that kind of budget? Because I'm not entirely opposed to going to.
Right now, if we've got to figure out a way to get you out of Alabama first.
That's probably a good point. I should get out of Alabama first. The elephant had been spotted nearby. Once the trio, spotted the elephant, they decided to start posing for pictures with
that's a mistake.
The elephant.
That's a mistake. I mean, we see there's footage all the time of elephants charging people in this neck of the woods. And those are people that sometimes, don't see them, or they see them and they just kind of try to ignore them. And the elephant's like, no, I'm going to go ahead and charge you. And if I catch you, you're going to die. But if you stop and start trying to take selfies with them, that's like the people with the buffaloes in Wyoming. What are we doing? Come here, little buffalo. Let me take a picture with you.
If they would just follow the Daily Mojo's rule of thumb, which is put signs up that represent what will actually happen to you. If, let's say, you are in Yellowstone and you decide to, F around with a buffalo and it gets pissed and it stomps your head and crushes it, take a picture of that person's head and put that on a sign and say, this is Bob. He tried to pet the buffalo. The buffalo crushed Bob's head.
I mean, we don't need to say. I mean, if you want to be nice about it, we don't have to say this is Bob. We don't have to say this.
Why
is
not?
Bob.
Bob was a dumbass.
Bob's family might oppose putting Bob's picture up on the sign. But
does Bob's family not want Bob to pass on a living legacy to people about being smart?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Bob's family. I'm just guessing that a family from Bob, if the way Bob was, I'm sure that the family wasn't far from that. So they probably don't want Bob's crushed skull on the side.
Let me just, for the record, just say that if that ever happened to me, I'd be completely fine.
In today's world, I know I would be too. In today's world, there's no way that they allowed something like that to happen, because you'd walk up there with your little 3-year-old and, oh, mommy, what's that? That was Bob. He tried to go up close to a buffalo and he had his head crushed.
Right.
That could happen to you. It's a learning experience.
I'm glad you brought up the baby, because we pointed this out on the Daily Mojo that China has, in fact, started using little warning symbols like this one. Danger. Plastic bags are not toys, because that is the dead baby.
Yeah, it is.
Symbol.
That's awesome.
That makes you think, doesn't it?
Do we know, is that an international dead baby symbol, or is that just the one made in China?
Hell, let me ask you this. Or is that dead baby Jimmy Durante?
I don't know. Nobody knows who Jimmy Durante is.
No, they don't.
So
for those of you under 130, he had a big nose. He had a really big nose.
Jimmy Durante is. I actually did used to watch Jimmy Durante with my grandfather. So.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you
are. He loved Jimmy Durante.
That was who was Mrs. Calabash?
Again, I don't even know who Jimmy Durante is. Okay, I just know that my grandfather loved him.
Jimmy Durante's cat was named Mrs. Calabash, and she ran away, and that's why every night he said, "Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are."
Oh, isn't that special?
What? Hold on.
Isn't
Oh,
that
it's
special?
up. Our satellite time is almost up.
What?
Oh crap!
Oh,
I
no.
guess it's time for the joke of the day.
We had so much.
I hope my satellite time doesn't run out before you give the joke of the.
Could you bring up the map that you originally showed us before you zeroed in on your location?
Hold on a second. Our satellite time just briefly came back long enough. I might be able to do that. What did you want? I'm sorry.
In the map, when I looked at this map, it made me think of this joke. So I'm going to give you this joke.
Hold on a minute. I'm still looking for that other.
Works with the map.
There's the map.
It works without the map as well because this is radio and.
Does it? Hold on, we're searching. I'm having
the video aspect of this broadcast.
Working, living that map.
No, the map of the country. Before you zero in on that particular area. Yeah, back out of that.
That's our engineer doing that all for you right now. There you go.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
How much more into space you want to get?
Okay, right there. Right there where we can see all the states. We have all the symbols for each state, each abbreviations for each state. Move your arrow off of the great state of Alabama, so we know you're still in Alabama.
Right.
And the next state next to Alabama there is Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, and Louisiana, and Arkansas, and Tennessee. And I'll tell you the joke of the day. All that for the joke of the day.
Okay.
I know you're standing out in a field in Alabama, in Jasper, Alabama, Walker County.
Cold out here. It's starting to rain.
I'll get to the joke.
Chickens.
What do you call a hippie's wife?
I don't know. What's a hippie's wife?
Mississippi.
Wow.
And on that note, the only question left to ask is, what are you going to do with the rest of your day now that Saturday Morning Live has come to an end? You're going to need a Jeffy fix at some point, and you can get it in all the right places. On X, at JeffyJFR. Send him an email, chewingthefat@theblaze.com. And remember, you can get a cameo from Jeffy, but it's not free. And if it's more of Brad Staggs that your heart needs, that's easy too. Follow him on all the socials at Real Brad Staggs. He never checks his email, but you can try brad@thedailymojo.com. Anything you guys want to add? Good, because I have somewhere to be in about 15 minutes. Watch The Daily Mojo Monday morning at 7 and Chewing the Fat drops again Monday afternoon. Until then, I'm not Stu, saying hasta la vista, baby!